week since conference. Actually, exactly a week. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a race recap of my 1500s. Unfortunately, there's not very much footage, especially the first race. The CCAA network didn't record my first race, which was a 1500 prelim. So I just have to use some clips from Dylan Gong. Actually, he recorded most of my race. But then the second one was recorded by the CCAA network, and it sucks, and the quality is horrible, and it's just bad. I don't know why anybody would pay for that. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna do a little bit of a race recap. My whole goal was to make it to the 1500 final. I don't really care what happened in the final. So yeah, basically my mindset going into this race, into the prelim, was just to get top 4, or get the next few, or just get a fast time. And Andrew Cape, as you can see in the front here, the whole race plan was to split up San Marcos and to try to make the race fast. So they had like 3-4 people in this race that could go 352 and just like sit. They can just sit and kick, and that's not what we wanted to happen, so that I had the best chance of making it into the final. He did a good job. He led the race early, and he took it out fast, so kudos to him for that. So yeah, so this is coming in through first lap. We're gonna be going in through 300 here, and I really did not want to get boxed in. I was boxed in, but I was not going to let myself get glued to the rail. I was trying to stay in the middle of lane 1, just try to keep my own. As you see, I'm more in the middle, but more towards the back, you know. So I'm just sitting in there. I'm just trying to hold on. This is coming through, I want to say this is through 700, and I'm more in the mix now. It's a bit more strung out, but I'm with the top group. I'm setting myself up. I'm just trying to hold on. At this point, like, I think we went through 400 around like 61, and then I think this second lap was a bit slower, but it did string out. So I think we went around like maybe 63 for this lap. And this is when it starts speeding up a lot. So this is when the leaders start to gear up, and I just hang on with them. This is coming through. This is coming through with 400 to go. As you can see, I'm still trying to hang on. I'm still at the back of that pack though, but I'm still in it. And so now I just have to hang on, give it everything I got. As you'll see here in a few seconds. So this is the last 100. I was very close. I was really close to them until the last 150. They kind of just dropped the hammer on me. So I ended up being last of the top group. You can see I'm in so much pain here. But I end up running a 354, which is a PR, to get 7th place. And I was like, oh man, like I didn't know if it was going to be good enough to make it to the final. Watched the second heat, and I made it to the final. I got the second to last spot, but I still made it, and that's all I cared about. I did have to PR to make it. Our race was a lot faster. Shout out to Andrew Cape. He helped a lot. But yeah, so I was really excited to be able to make the final. So here's the footage of the final. I wasn't expecting a whole lot out of the final. I was just happy I was there. My whole goal was just literally just hold on as best as I could. I knew I wasn't fresh. No one else was fresh, but I was one of the least fresh because I had to run a PR to make it there in the first place. But yeah, the whole goal was just hang on, just try my best, basically. See, almost false start there. It actually was a false start, but they didn't call it. And then right here, I do like a sprint to get up because they got out hot. Like, I was not expecting it to get out so fast, but it is a final. That's how it goes. Yeah, you can't really see me too well in and the camera sucks, but I'm like right in the middle, which is right where I wanted to be. So I was feeling okay. My strides didn't feel great. My warm-up didn't feel great, but I didn't feel bad. So I was in this position. I was pretty confident. Yeah, I'm on the outside of lane 1, but that's where I want to be. I don't want to be boxed in. I just want to chill, hold on to the pack. And we come through 300, and it's about a 47 for me, which is slow. We came through like 45 in the prelim, and I was like, okay, so now I'm shifting towards more of the back of the middle. We come through, I think it's like a 63 for the 400, and I'm not feeling great. That pace should not be hard for me, but it felt pretty difficult. So you see me, or no, you can't see me because the camera angle sucks, but I'm starting to drift more to the back, and I'm trying to kind of get more on the rail now because it is a little bit more strung out, and I didn't really care that much about position then. So yeah, you see the pace for the top guys, super easy for them. They're aiming to hit a national qualifying mark. They're aiming for like 62s, 61s. So yeah, you see they start to come up now. They start gearing up for the second half of the race, and now I'm at the back of the pack, still not feeling good at all. My legs are zapped. I don't feel smooth, and you're gonna see here they just leave. Like as soon as they come across 800, they just leave, and you see me getting dropped way in the back right here, and they just start going. And I don't know how much of this I'm actually going to show because I'm not really on screen for very much. They put a sizable gap on me, and until the end of the race when I got like second to last. I wasn't in last, but as you can see here, as you can see here, I'm pretty far behind. They put the burners on me, and I was like, well, damn, like that's how this is gonna go. And you can see the leaders here. They're going crazy. They just dropped a 60 for that lap. And right here, you know, they're sprinting for home. They're trying to win and just win conference right here. I'll just let it play and talk more about my race. But yeah, basically I was just trying to hold on. I knew I had to kick. Blah 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 blah. Felt like trash, but yeah, you can see them. You can see he drops a 56 on his last lap. He ran on 156 his last 800. Like there's nothing I could have done about that. Nothing anybody in the race could have done about that. He takes a pretty decisive victory here. And then he went out in the 800 and ran a 150.1 to win the 800 too. So pretty insane. But yeah, I don't even think I'm on camera here, but you'll see soon. I come in around 4 flat. I didn't get last, which I'm happy about, but I was not happy with my time. 4 flat. This is the second worst time I've got this entire season. It is what it is. I made it to the final. I wasn't tripping about it too much because I did get a nice PR the day before, but you know, as you can see, 4 flat, 0.3, not great. But yeah, it was a little bit tough for me. And then also later that day, I was forced to run the 5K. I really did not want to run the 5K. I've had horrible experiences with 5Ks all this season. Going into this 5K, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna try. Like I'm not going to try. I'm just gonna run. Literally off the start, I was like, I wasn't one of the last. I was like more mid-pack with my time in the heat. But there was like 40 people in the race. I just let people get in front of me. The gun went off. I paused for a second, and then I just cut straight to lane 1. Just went straight to the back. I was in last place by like 20 feet for like the first mile. Still went through sub 5, which would have been my goal. I don't know how that happened, but I was just jogging. Basically a tempo. I was basically just tempoing the 5K. But I was doing it in spikes because I didn't have any faster shoes. It was actually pretty fun. I was smiling and laughing the whole time and talking to my teammates on the infield and on in the bleachers, or not the bleachers, on the outside of the track. And then the last lap came around and my foot started feeling weird. And then once I finished the race, I could my foot hurt so bad I could barely walk. And it scared me because it didn't get any better. It wasn't just oh, my foot hurt. It was oh, this is injury pain. And so I was I had to walk on my heel the rest of the trip. And now I'm in a boot. So I got a stress reaction on my fourth metatarsal, which is more the outside of my foot. And it sucks. And I thought it might have just been a sprain, but it is a stress reaction. And yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is. It happens. I had an amazing season. I was healthy all season. Now I'm gonna have to take a little bit more time off than expected. I'm not gonna get as much training over the summer for cross country, but it's okay. I have a good plan of what I'm gonna do. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I'm hopeful in my recovery, and I know what I need to do to get better. Planning on being 2 weeks fully in the boot, maybe even longer if it still hurts to walk. It's all based off pain, but I need to just cross train. I just need to make sure my foot is strengthened before I get back into actual running. So I have a good plan going forward. Not stressing too much about it. Injuries happen. It's such a stupid little injury, but this is the best time I could have gotten injured, right at the end of the season. So it is what it is, and